Hey out there to all my YouTubers and subscribers and curl friends. Excuse my voice, I am a little sick, so I'm getting over my cold. This video is pretty much a hair update, even though I just put one out in September. This other hair update is pretty much to show you guys that what I did to my hair. So my husband pretty much got me into the swing of things about like picking out my hair or whatever. So I picked my hair out, kind of turned like a little fro, but it was so, when I had picked it out like a week ago, it was so uneven because when I had first big chopped my hair on March 2nd of this year, I just chopped it like where the curly hair kind of ended and the straight hair began, I cut it right there. And as you know, I mean, I just did that all over my head, so there wasn't really no actual length around the whole head. Like there wasn't no what do you call it, like, oh, I did an inch around my whole head or 2 inches around my head. There wasn't like actual number of length. I was just cutting it where it needed to be cut. So since I did it that way, and then it was August 30th. I cut my hair to a tapered cut, so I cut down the sides a little bit and then didn't cut this part at all, just left it. Then I realized that wasn't really cute. So then it was September 9th, which is only like 10 days after that, I decided to cut out the tapered cut. So I didn't touch the sides or the back or anything like that since we were already short. And I just cut the top part to, level it out with this, the sides and the back. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't do like a number of length. Like, okay, this is about an inch, so I'm going to do it. Like, I didn't do it that way. And I definitely didn't pick it out. I did it when it was wet. So that was another bad thing that I shouldn't have done. I did it when it was wet, and what I would do is just pull the curl out, little whatever curl, and then I would cut the end part off. Well, okay, and so what I did when I did that, I mean, yeah, it looked good for a while, but when your hair's dry and then you totally pick it all the way out, like how I did a couple days ago, that's when I started to see like how horrible of a job I did. And the reason I'm telling you and even doing this hair update is so that you guys don't make the same mistake if you guys happen to ever do a big chop or anything like that, because of the fact that, if you have like 4C hair, anything like that that's super curly, that when you pick it out or, comb it out, it's going to get puffy. I suggest that if it's going to be big chop or short like this anyways, you need to wait until it's dry before you cut it. Pick it out, like I got my little pick here, just pick it out all the way, and then you're going to see some things are going to be longer than others, things are going to be super short than others. So what I decided to do was I picked it all the way out, saw that the back top part was super long, these sides were like super short, this part was super long, the kitchen part was super long, and then the back part was super short. It was really ridiculous. It was a mess. It was just a mess. I looked like a little black boy. It was a mess. So what I did was, what you're going to want to do too is you pick it all the way out, the whole thing. I don't care how stupid it looks, just the whole thing. And then you decide how short you want it to go. So if you're like, okay, if you're trying to, let's say, the sides are the shortest you ever want your hair to go, then you're going to have to match it up to the sides. So this part, let's say the top part's super long, you're going to pick your hair out, you're going to pull the hair up, okay? Then you're going to cut off at the end. Some people don't do that way. I know a lot of black boys don't do it that way. They'll, like barbershop or whatever, they'll just pick their fro out and then they'll just cut around it like a cookie cutter, just cutting around it. No, they're boys, so they're going to shave their hair off or whatever. They're not going to care about it. For girls, I want my hair to actually grow out. They're not growing their hair out. So if you do it the cookie cutter way, just do it. For a girl, it's not. Your hair's going to grow out all stupid. It's not going to look right. Trust me, it's not. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to pick it out like a fro, and since it's curly, you don't want to cut it like a cookie cutter because you're cutting on the curls. You see what I'm saying? It's better to take a piece of hair and like pull it all the way up to the very end, as you can see, like to the very, very end, and then cut. Don't just cut, like, because you'll be cutting in the middle of a strand instead of cutting at the ends of your hair, or it falling out at the root, which sounds scary, like someone that has cancer, the hair falling out at the root. But actually, I talked to one of the hairdressers that's been a hairdresser for years, like 15 years, and she says if your hair is coming out of the root, as long as it's not like lumps and lumps of hair, that's actually healthy to lose a whole strand of hair than to have it breaking off, because that means there's something wrong chemistry wise in your scalp, or something's going wrong, or it's dry or whatever. For it to have breakage is not good. The whole strand's either going to come out or you're going to trim it at the ends, but it shouldn't be like breakage. So if you're just doing a cookie cutter type of thing and just picking it out and then just cutting it across, that's not going to work. It's going to look, you're going to be cutting on curls. And then when you do that, you're going to notice that when you decide you want to, wear your fro out, or, let's say wet your hair down and then put gel in to make, do the super defined curls, so all your curls look super, like, kind of like a jerry curl kind of thing. You're going to notice that you're going to have a whole bunch of flyaways. You're going to have a whole bunch of frizzies. And that's because you cut in the middle of a strand. So the strand's this long, you cut, like, let's say where that line is right there in the middle of my finger, you cut right in the middle of it. So the tip of my finger right here would be the ends of your hair, okay? And the bottom part of my finger down here would be like the root. So when you're cutting all the way across, there's a chance, because you curls are curling and stuff, there's a chance you're cutting in the middle of the curl instead of the very end. So that's why I tell you to pull it up, cut the end, and then you only want to cut off a little bit. So let's say there's this much hair sticking out that you want to cut off. You're not going to just automatically just cut it off, okay? So what you're going to do, if you notice there's like so much hair, you're going to pull it up, cut off like a quarter of an inch, just like a little bit, and then you're going to pick it out and be like, look at it and be like, okay, all right, it's still super tall. Pull it up again, cut a little bit more off, pick it out again, see how it, how it's looking out, if it flushes well, it blends well with the rest of the hair. Nope, still super tall. Pull it up again, cut some more off, you know what I mean? And then you're going to keep picking it out in the same area to make sure it's blending. You want to do a little bit at a time. You don't want to just big chop it, you know what I mean? Like this one's sticking up, just chop it, because then when it goes down, it's going to be a gap, and it's going to look really stupid. So that's what I had to do, and I finally did it the right way this time, so now it looks totally even. So when you guys see my hair next time when I do another video, it's going to be like super defined curls like how it was in the past. It's not going to be like all fro looking or whatever. I've been sporting the fro for like a week now just because I'm really feeling it. I'm just really, it's like so carefree. That's the reason I really like it. But yeah, so when you next see me in the next video, yeah, the curls, everything, just my whole head and hair, everything just looks so uniform and so blended together. It looks really good. I don't know if you guys can tell right now because it's just like kind of in fro form, so you're not really going to be able to tell. But anyways, I'm on 2-day hair. Yeah, this is 2-day hair. I co-washed it yesterday, and yesterday the only thing that I did that was different. I don't know if you guys noticed anything different about it, except for the fro part of it. It's not as defined. Yeah, so what I did differently yesterday is I co-washed with raw shea butter from Shea Moisture, the conditioner, okay? And then I use, as you guys know, I always use my same argan oil from Morocco, extra penetrating oil from Organics. I put that on my hair first, and then I did something a little bit different. I did decide to use a coconut oil. That I never hardly ever use coconut oil, but I did. And I used the coconut oil on top of that, which kind of seemed like a lot to me, but that's why I only put a little bit on there because I don't want to overdo with the oils. And then I put on my, Then I put in the creamy hair lotion or whatever from Cantu, and that's what I did. It did make my hair, it did define it, but I didn't want to put any like curl activated cream, anything that was gonna really pop the curls too much, just because I knew I was gonna wear it in the fro today anyway, so there was no point in like super defining it. But I did, and it actually ended up being kind of good, even though after I picked it out, it still ended up being really good. So anyways, that's pretty much my hair update for you guys. I mean, if you guys want to see it, that's what it looks like now. I mean, yeah, it's way shorter when you see it when it gets curly, and I define it, it's gonna look a lot shorter. And I know you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, why did you do that? I don't know. But I'm not going to be doing it again. This will be the last time. But at least this time, it's like all the way totally uniform looking good. So that's what it looks like. And I'm like bald right here. Like it's some little spots. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but because I picked it out super good. But there's like little spots right here and right here. It's on the same side too, in the same spot, like right above my ear. That's like kind of bald there or whatever. But there's like really nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going to let it grow out or whatever and pick it out. And then you can't really tell. So anyways, that's pretty much it for you guys for my little hair update. But anyways, you guys, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And put anything down in the comment box that you want to see me do for like reviews or anything like that. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace and love. Bye.